Satan seems very real to me. Satan wants to give you lust and have you believe it's love. But lust doesn't forgive, and it certainly is not loyal. Think about that. Lust does not forgive. Love does. But when that lie falls apart, he'll say to you that love is not worth having. And you'll believe him without ever knowing the difference. Satan wants to isolate you. And we saw an example of that yesterday, where no doubt a man was isolated, probably sat in his basement for 6 months, and Satan, as I said, seems very real, convinced him to kill 20 people yesterday in El Paso. 20 people are now dead. Satan wants to set you adrift in life, and he wants you to die a beaten down follower of sin. Satan wants you, and I didn't want to say this, but I wrote it, so I'm going to say it. Satan wants you to want to die. He wants you, if you get in that position and you don't have, it might be hard for you to imagine this, but there are a lot of people out there, Satan has convinced them to want to die. So I have an analogy. Imagine yourself being on an airplane without a pilot. Now, I was just on an airplane about a month ago, 6, I think, in total. But imagine that airplane without a pilot. You're going to drift around, and you're going to know in the back of your mind that there's nothing waiting on you except to die. And that's the position that a lot of people are in. They don't have an end game. They're in life. They're drifting around. I don't know how else to say it. They're just waiting to die. And the Bible tells us to evangelize. It's in the Bible. It's called the Great Commission. You can look it up. If you can't look it up, you can Google it. But back to talking to sinners, back to talking to people that might be lost. And we've all been sinners. I don't want to call people out like that. We've all been there. But are you afraid of losing your freedom? Are you afraid to lose your free will? And my idea on that is, without Christ, you don't have free will. You only have one option. That's to be in a state of depression, to be, like I said, I can't even imagine it anymore. It's to be in a state where there's no end for you. There's nothing, there's no love. There's, like, love to a lost person, in my mind, is just lust. It's basically, I gain something from you. There's no forgiveness. If you do me wrong, you've done me wrong, I'm done with you. That's not what love is. But without Christ, you don't have an option. That's your only option. So anyway, in July, EPHC gave a little over $700 to support worldwide missions. And for the full-time missionaries, I'm sure they appreciate that greatly. They don't have any other income. Let's not forget, and this is the most important thing I think I'm going to say today, is let's not forget that it's our full-time job too. We might have a job where we go and make money, but sharing the gospel is a full-time job for us. If you're not sharing the gospel, Satan is attacking your family and he's attacking your friends, and he's trying to destroy them. He's trying to steal from them. He's trying to kill them. He's trying to destroy them. And if you are not sharing the gospel in the same manner that Paul and Peter did in the New Testament, then it might just end up being your fault that he succeeded. All right, so I say all that, and I don't want to be demoralizing. I think Emmanuel's doing a great job already. But I just want to keep up the encouragement and to know what we're doing is fighting a fight against somebody who is trying, or something, sin, is trying to steal and kill and destroy. All right, that's it.
Thank you, Brother Daniel. Ushers, if you will, get ready, prepared, please. And it's hard to believe when Daniel's up here talking. I've said this before, but y'all know when Daniel was young, he wouldn't hardly speak to anybody if you came up and talked to him in public. period. And now he can get up in front of people and speak. And he does a good job with that, Daniel. We appreciate your heart for seeing the lost. And Daniel, he didn't say anything about his mission trip, but he went to Hungary and helped out over there some. And we need to pray for our missionaries too, church. I thought about that, not only for their safety, but also that God would send men and women who are just absolutely sold out to the gospel of Jesus Christ and that just want people to truly come to Christ. And we need to pray that God will send laborers in the field that are anointed. So this is going to be our mission offering here. And Brother Frank, if you will, would you pray over this offering, brother?